What is capital reduction? What are the benefits? And can anyone do it at any time? In the next couple of minutes, myself and Eddie Magale will share all the knowledge that you need to know going into a decision like this. Hope you enjoy it. So you've purchased a vehicle for 400,000, for example, and somewhere down the line you get 100,000 rand, whether it's from a family friend that loves you, or somebody that gave you an inheritance, or the lotto, or you found it somewhere. Yeah. We're not going to ask where you found it, but you found 100,000 rand. Yeah. Okay, so you've got a couple of options. You can reduce the term, so from 72 months, they calculated, and you might end up with 54 months or 58 months. You can reduce your installment. Let's say from 8,000 rand, it will become about 6,000 rand and keep it for the same term. Or you can do both. Sure. So you can reduce the installment and reduce the term. But now let me ask you this. Which banks allow this? Yeah. And is it better if you have the money up front to pay a deposit or to do capital reduction later on? So can you dive into the differences, please?
Yeah, we did also touch on if the banks like it or not. Remember how this works. The bank wants you to always owe them a high amount of money so that more interest can be built on that amount. So capital reduction, very advantageous. It's allowed by all banks, but only with West Bank. It can only be done once a year. And all the other banks, you can do it as many times as you please. So yeah, what you want to do is, if you can, reduce your debt with the bank. It's more in your favor. The lesser you owe, the lesser interest you get to pay. I just wanted to explain it for our viewers that might not understand what capital reduction is. That would be reducing the total amount that you owe to the bank. Like you explained, if you owe the bank an amount of 400,000, should you pay in 100,000, now you are only owing 300,000, meaning your interest will only be compounded on 300,000 instead of the 400,000. So quite an advantage, yes. The most frequently asked question is to pay the deposit after or before the transaction. We're looking at interest. We did mention the bank does want to charge you interest on every cent that you've borrowed. So if you can reduce the amount you're lending beforehand.
Initially, yeah.
Why not? Then you'll only be paying back less interest compared to the person that has to pay back for the full amount that you've actually lended.
I think, yeah, you touched on a key note. I think capital reduction is more for once you have taken delivery of the vehicle, whether you've paid a deposit or not, and you get a hold of some money somehow later on in the stage. That's when capital reduction really is helpful for you.
Yeah. You asked if banks like it. Sure, they don't.
Of course, of course. Less interest.
Yeah, it's less interest, and if you're going to shorten the term, at the end of the day, you're coming out of the deal having paid less to the bank. So for anyone that can afford to pay it, why not? Why
Absolutely.
Not? It's something that you definitely want to do.
I hope you guys understand it in a different way now, and you're not afraid of the subject. You know how to act or what to do when you've got that extra lump sum of money and you want to pay towards your vehicle. If you enjoyed this video and you got some value out of it, and you are facing a very nice problem like what we've discussed with having some money and paying it towards a capital reduction, or if you know that somebody is ready for a problem like this, please share the video. Also, don't forget to like the video as well as
and subscribe.
And ring a bell. You must just hit that bell, and then we'll send you all the latest episodes through the notifications. Take care, everybody.